Dire team ban.
Убьем его 2 раза Террорблейд. Пожалуйста, сделай что-нибудь в этой игре полезное тоже, дружочек. Иди сюда. Зачем ты бьешь крипов? Алло.
10 seconds remaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the DAC Championship A qualifier. We have compLexity Gaming versus Optic Gaming. Round number 2 of the 2 teams matching up in this event.
And so that means we have Cole and now Optic with their win. So that means we have Cole and now Optic with their win.
First round the event, but anyway, with co-catch for the previous years, at least in that third game, he brought up a good point that compLexity is coming into this with a 2-0 loss to EG, where Optic, they're coming into this victory. So with co-catch for the previous years,
ride that wave of momentum.
He brought up a good point that
at the same time,
is coming into this with a 2-0 loss to EG, where Optic, they're coming into this victory. So with co-catch for the previous years,
ride that wave of
game.
Yeah, very important to bring up here. So we have a Naga. She's the hero. She's there. First pick overall. Do you want the Disruptor, or do you want to go for the AA maybe to try and blast down this Death Prophet? I kind of like AA with Naga Siren anyway. Actually, speaking of Grant, him and I were playing a game earlier as Naga and AA. Unfortunately, Slacks was mid, so it didn't work out so well. But, you know, the whole song set up into the Ice Blast, you can get the proper target all good to go. Certainly a nice way of trying to burst down a Death Prophet.
Yeah, I would lean towards Disruptor a little bit more, just simply because that's the hero that we see more of as of recent, but doubt the
Radiant team ban.
Disruptor.
There we go. Disruptor is
How boring. Come on, guys.
he just played at the previous game too in that.
Yeah. Man, it's kind of, it's like unreal how long Newbie was doing this for, and then they just win one tournament. Everyone's like, oh, I guess it is good. I guess we'll just all do it now.
5 seconds remaining.
And that's pretty much where we're at.
Dire team
Yeah,
ban.
Naga Siren, but again, I've had this discussion. It's like, why does a hero all of a sudden just it has so really look at that skill set, break it down. It's understandable. There, the vision that she gets for the team that she creates, sends them out. Best reset
10
fight
seconds
abilities in the game, so goes without saying. And there's always the
Yep.
potential, you know, first picking it, that's like, well, maybe we'll run a core Naga.
It's true. One of these days, it's gonna happen. It's coming. But yeah, it has been quite a while at this point. Yeah, it's kind of unreal, man. All those nerfs. Night Stalker. Look, he's just ignored. Where'd he go, man? That Hunter in the Night. It hurt him. I saw Optic try playing it earlier. They lost, so they were like, all right. Guess that hero truly is dead. Even with Lycan, it's not good enough. He is still in the pool.
Is Jakiro still in the pool? That would have to be another.
10 seconds remaining. Dire
But just in
team
general,
ban.
they run a
Yep.
like and good.
That speaking of pushing, I've noticed the hero of the day seems to be Beastmaster across numerous games and matches.
Yeah. I don't know if you caught the first game of each.
10
Yes,
seconds
Was
remaining.
that was a rundown.
IO Beastmaster, yeah, that was
5
something.
seconds remaining.
But Beastmaster in general, yeah, he is a fair.
Oh, you mentioned the IO. That is a very good point, because it's actually still in the pool. So they removed the Beastmaster, but compLexity, do they dare try? They keep going back to this like IO drought strat. I wonder if they'll consider it once again.
Drow with a Death Prophet though is a
10 seconds remaining.
I don't know. They just, you know, I don't put anything past them at this point. They seem to really
5
like
seconds
something
remaining.
with this IO Drow strat. Every time I see them pick it, they seem to lose, but clearly it must be working somewhere. So
They are a Drow team. There's not many like Drow considered teams right now, and
Dire team.
they definitely are a Drow.
Dragon Knight.
The question.
this will probably be a Moo hero.
Seen safe lane hell the previous series. I heard that there was a safe lane.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he's been fairly common these days.
10 seconds remaining.
Knows where he's going.
5 seconds
Do you have objective
remaining.
push? Lycan's still there.
Yep. Man, I tell you, I'm wishing, you know, they had an ancient apparition right now. They'd be so happy. I tell you. You need, they need some damage here. You got to get through this Dragonite and this Death Prophet.
Radiant team pick.
So very high damage heroes would be nice. But the Pugna, another popular hero so far today. This guy is, talk about Lycan Heaven push, man. This guy, you just can't leave him alone on a lane at all, or your tower is gone.
Crepifying. Also really
10
annoying.
seconds
Crepify is actually really good here against the Death Prophet.
5 seconds remaining.
But and then
Of like pretty decent team fight, obviously, whenever you open up with Naga Siren and Disruptor, so it never hurts to have ways to dodge fights. And Keeper of the Light is one of the best supports at doing that. He can just like run around in the trees on the side of the map and push waves and try and split up your enemies so they can't find comfortable engagements. They I saw they played the 3-3 Visage again recently, right? Oh, that was the game we were casting, right?
that was yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of reminds me of a Visage game just because, again, that like heavy burst sort of deal, trying to get through someone like a Death Prophet. Like in that game, it was up against the Death Prophet and the Tidehunter, and they just absolutely shredded them. Mind you, that was like a 16-minute game. That was a total stomp fest, so perhaps that doesn't, you know, the scaling later on in the game might not be quite as strong from a Visage, but it is definitely a big 3-3 hero.
Radiant team back.
Gyrocopter. Oh.
I don't really like how they're so heavy on AoE damage against Death Prophet and Dragon Knight. They don't have anyone who is that like big single target focus.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining.
That specific target quickly. Yeah, now that you're right. Another one of the
5 seconds
do that.
remaining.
They can't. I mean, they could put a Pugna off lane. Mid hero now.
Yeah. So again, though, more team fight. I mean, just upping the ante once again here from PPD. We got Song into Static Storm, into Call Down, as well as just even Pugna can work very well off of the Song too. So plenty of flexibility left here for them in terms of their lanes. If they wanted to pick an offlaner, the Brewmaster is also still in, I believe. Yeah. As well as Abba. It's kind of okay because you can use the Aphotic Shield to take off the blind from Keeper of the Light, which can be pretty helpful.
Enigma.
That is definitely a safe hero to ban right now, honestly, if you're Cole, because there's so much flexibility. But they go back for the SF instead. Certainly better at the single target focus. Someone who can build into some harder right clicks.
Yeah, again, it's Optic Gaming. They probably don't even know themselves 100% who's going to be where yet as far as
10 seconds remaining.
complexity, kind of the safe ban, and one of the several would.
5 seconds remaining.
They also have, with the SF being banned too, just like talking about that whole like minus armor, I guess maybe that's part of it. Like DK's gonna be pretty high on the armor. DP tends to kind of build into it if she gets the chance, or you know, it generally is a pretty decent way to deal with her. It's just like heavy physical damage or something like that. But that Enigma, you know, high HP, percent base damage, looks pretty good. They don't really have anything to cancel Black Hole right now. What kind of picks would be left for them? They could still go for like some big AoE hero. Like theoretically, they could still pick like a Tide and do like a DP Dragonite Tide Tricore or something. I'm sure they could find any variety of heroes to still cancel out a black hole and make his life difficult. But
Dire team pick.
could also just Faceless Void. Go crazy here for Optic.
Setting up even. What'd you run the Faceless Void?
I would say the offlane Pugna, but I don't know how comfortable they are with that.
10 seconds remaining.
Definitely have options, but they're gonna have to choose quickly. Only 1 second
5
of reserve time.
seconds remaining.
Decision here in a second.
Radiant team pick.
Will
Clock.
be one that we did not.
So my last guess was going to be Legion. I was thinking if a Legion came out there, that would have been pretty cool too, because it would sort of been like the same debuff abilities that the Aphotic Shield would have given you, but then it would have been some single target focus. But Clockwork instead, very interesting. We'll certainly try and carry them through that mid game, I'm sure, and maybe try and catch out that split push, because Keeper of the Light is really obnoxious because he just sits on a lane and he pushes and he farms, and you don't want to send a bunch of heroes to deal with him. But Clockwork is a hero that you can just send by himself and he can just go kill Coddle pretty easily. So that's a pretty nice pick just for that reason, honestly.
So it's gonna be Zion the Clockwork. So in the moves on the Dragon Knight. Chessie, Juggernaut, Limp on Death Prop. But you do have a Coddle, so the possibility of like a DK Coddle, maybe even like a Coddle.
Yeah, these are going to be quite the lane matchups. We're going to be all over the place here, I'm sure. Not really sure where anyone's going to be going.
And that's just a popular thing right now, I think, especially
Definitely.
with the introduction of the TPs. Just makes that a higher possibility.
As well as the popularity of someone like Naga Siren, who, like, when newbie run it all the time, it's often in that capacity where it's going in like some dual off lane and playing aggressively into someone, and you're like, okay, well, we don't want this here to be pressured, so let's just shove a Dragon Knight down there, you know, something like that. Shout out to NA Dota.
NA Dota.
From PyCat.
Of all the players in the game. Yeah. The whole family is in compLexity headquarters now. Over there in Texas. Frisco, Texas. Chessie.
They got some pretty sweet apartments and everything. Looks good.
Oh my god, yeah. Have you been, they have the series going,
Yeah, the point of view.
where they show off like behind the scenes.
You guys gotta check it out, man. Get inside the life of compLexity.
We're not being endorsed here, right?
I am. No, I am directly being paid to say this, so don't worry. Yeah.
Alright, for now though, Juggernaut, he's in the safe lane. Looking to see where Optic Gaming, who they... PyCat is over here.
This looks like an aggressive play. Get that bounty broom. And Chessie knows it, though. So, both teams. The old vertical split, a classic.
I going top, so yeah, they're gonna run the aggressive although
They're gonna try a level 1 kill in this Death Prophet? And then you just, okay, alright, so they're gonna go in with the net, try and get the kill, and then PyCat will just TP back bottom. I like it.
So for this,
I think just Rocket Barrage, net into Rocket. Oh, this is quite the play. My god. How obnoxious.
So, it is a 4 heroes. That's 4 heroes mid. There's a TP, but Kyle, there's nothing he can do. He's like, wait, what? This math isn't adding up correctly. I have 4 heroes here. Okay, 3-3's actually in trouble now, though. Kyle, nice share. It's not the full block. Still going in. Kyle can't overextend, though. Peter Pan Dam gonna put right. And a southpaw from 3-3. I don't even know what to think about. But it's a 1-0 start for Optic Gaming.
All right, well, that was quite the play. So what does it end up amounting to? Does he miss many last hits bottom? Not really. It's all pretty fine for PyCat. He doesn't get the kill, he only gets the assist, but it is given right over to the mid laner. So nice little first blood to give a boost to CCNC.
And you know, when you're two teams that have rivalry, especially with the players, and you played each other plenty in qualify, like, trying just different things like that is I would love to see. Now, Chessie, he does have Blade Fury.
блинкаута, я не успел. Долю секунды. Обоим без блинка, обоих вы убили, сейчас закончили бы уже эту игру.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, but I was just going to say that because Juggernaut, he just uses TP to get it back to safety, back to the tower. But now that means he can't TP to another lane. And this is clearly an issue now. He hasn't got a CS in the last, like, wave or so.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Yeah, if they're going to keep applying that pressure, that could become an issue for him. Because there's even he doesn't have a kill threat. Like, usually when you play Jug, you like having this... because, like, Kyle could come down here, right? And maybe create something where you can just ice shards into a spin or something, but... there's not really much you can do as a coddle.
Good. Sitting nearby illuminates Freddy. He's Dingle perhaps, but meanwhile, middle lane, wrap around, you have Disruptor, Arcane Rune picked up. Level 2. Decides to level up when he figures it's necessary. Top lane, Dogs, Ice Shards, Nuggets. Whoa, bottom lane, thank you, Tree.
Huh, that is a weird kill. Oh, he had no boots. Okay, so he just got too close to Chessie, who had boots. He had none. Just ran him on down with a spin.
Classic Juggernaut strat.
Thought maybe they had like a mana leak or something going, but no, that's really all it came down to. It's just perhaps a bit of a greedy play there. And Z-Freak, I gotta say, Z-Freak looks fantastic. I mean, as usual, right? But he's playing very well in the games earlier.
Heal ward's down. Jesse, he still has Blade Fury. They kill the heal ward. And he should be fine here, but we're gonna make him take as much damage as possible. And he doesn't have any regen on him. He has some tangos to shake. Probably will there. Yeah, no doubt, Z-Freak.
Not on my watch.
Be kind of a standout player.
Oh, Moose taking a lot of damage up top. That is rough. He's level 4 though, so he's got that. Wow, almost had him.
Dragon Blood, too much. Even farm with the shards and putting in some damage into Zai, but yeah, Kyle finding himself at the top lane. So instead of being bottom, maybe to try to fight this try versus try head on, he's instead kind of doing a dual lane up top, which is working out okay. I mean, Juggernaut is ahead, but CK is still getting plenty of.
Yeah, I think the idea is that they don't think they can win that 3v3. So up top, at least Kyle gets all the bounty runes. So he now he has boots. He's gonna get a ward for.
Джекпот 10-10-10. Да, ну без формы сейчас будешь. Настоящий? Лол? Зачем он нужен? Паблики не поддаются логике. Сандер, да, взял? Да. Вы можете трон идти просто смело. Ты можешь продать драмы, купить рефрешнуть свою форму и закончить игру. Так и делай, иди продавай драмы. Вот тут ПТ можешь продать. Я мог продать по рефрешу, купить Яшу еще. последняя игра на сегодня. You don't need to help me. Help better bottom. Chen. We send the creeps to the base. Надо 20 раз ему повторить, написать в чат, чтобы он понял, что мне это только помешает против тени. Он запушит линию сразу, она потом вернется к нему с бревном. В паблике ж не убивает никто курьера, правильно? Вот эти лаги в начале игры, на 29 секунде. Почему они до сих пор не пофиксили? Дай клипа добить, брат. Первый? И на самом деле, Уда на самом деле очень плохо против тени на линии. Его тени всегда вот фармить сильно. Против блина с 50 дэмэджа не попрешь. Но по игре зато хорош. Да и плюс там ободончик. Гирыч. Фак. Дому клип подойдет.
Give me back tango. I will sleep on it.
Конечно же, вот именно в этот момент подойдет Тускар и станет. Гений на Тускаре, просто прочитал момент, что я вот сюда зайду. Это хороший мув очень. Он просто пэшнулся, хотел помочь тени, но по итогу просто убил меня. Очень хороший мув. Повезло, конечно, но не без везения. Там ему ничего не помогло больше. Бог в помощь только.
play it.
Okay, promos.
They're on top, so level 2.
Can I have a word somewhere? Around middle.
Yeah. We just top. No?
No.
Running top. And fight actually here. But can you nuke this guy once for me? Like
Yeah, we can kill easily.
the gyro?
0 HP guy.
Ban.
Go, go, go.
Okay, we can. Go.
I think they want top go again.
Then they're coming.
Help.
Trying.
Go. Кого он отправил на базу? По итогу. А, он крипов просто призвал. Хорош. Send me a base when I will say that. Not now. Wait a bit. Do it. Send me base, bro. Base. Hello. English, Russian, Japanese,
Running bot. Habano.
Ukrainian.
Try to find the guy. Yeah, I know. Fight him.
Хороший попыт.
Marty.
I'm coming. All black. Хорош. Понимает, как играть в эту игру. Игрок, который понимает, как играть в эту игру. Который в микромоментах не ошибается в таких. Ты АФК? Да, он АФК стоит. Но я не буду его убивать. Ого, он здесь. А. Интересно, почему у меня фокус Dota Engine не работает? С консоли нет? Проверить. Когда я сворачиваюсь,
Летим
чтобы
гол.
FPS не падал.
Он Джайро. Use my arblet.
Хороший игрок значения. Хороший контроль крипов, все делает отлично тоже. Хозяин будет доволен. Что? Так, а я успею? Да, успел убить его. И все равно сработала пассивка, успела. I didn't saw my fault. Тос, урна. Инвиз, удар. Не убьет.
Guys, we can kill top.
Тос, улица.
Game.
Фонарь. Ой, Тос. Да.
Perfect bait. Level 6. Я даун.
Хорошо. Прекрасно. Отлично. Супер.
TP bottom is nice. We can kill the Terra. You're square. TP bottom.
Ну, это какая-то слабая игра, но все равно это
I don't
последняя
have
будет.
first.
Oh, I don't know. That's right. I mean.
He's dead anyway, if you track.
Хотел бы из него ульт выбить, но боюсь, Тускар может как-то закрыть под конец хоста.
Get back, I'll kill him.
Someone is him. Let's walk there. Walk there. Come on.
На гол. Все, тогда рекламу запускаю, на этом все. Так сказать, спасибо, что смотрели. Увлекательный контент.
They're not gonna fight this? They're like so clumped, it looks so good.
What's going on over here? Meanwhile, Disruptor gets picked off by the Juggernaut. Like he did Omni Slash him, actually. And that chase on 3-3, but yeah, no, Optic Gaming, they're just simply fleeing away. And that was a really awkward kind of a jump right there. And I mean,
Zai's gonna try and make some plays near the base. If only he had the Meteor Hammer right now.
they do have creeps with them, though, so.
And there's creeps top. Like, this is gonna be another trade.
No, CCNC's here with Pycat. Moon charging in, BKB's active on multiple heroes.
They're Meteor Hammer in the mid-racks.
Gyrocopter. And middle racks is down on their side, but they're looking to take out Gyrocopter. Moon, though, has to run away. Drop a look. Jesse's spinning in the midst of the cogs. Life drain on him. Spin, of course, preventing taking damage. But yeah, their middle racks is basically gone. 3-3's just doing work. He's back now into the fight. And Gyrocopter, he dies for 85 seconds. No buyback, actually. It's not complexity. They're going to go cutthroat here in the middle lane. Exorcism up. Taking out the racks. If you're looking back at middle, they lost the ranged racks, not the melee.
Yeah. Yeah, 3-3 failed on that, came back, but he has no song, so I'm not sure. I mean,
CNC, I don't know if he has a buyback, actually. It looks like he...
and they still have the tier 2 bottom. So as you said, maybe there was a play to go for the throne, but certainly the safer method here from complexity. However, if they don't win this game, they might be kicking themselves because, I mean, they didn't know that Gyro didn't buy back. There's no way they could know that.
But they give themselves the racks advantage by doing what they just did right there. So still, it's definitely a huge victory. Now, they lost a tier 4 tower in the process on their side.
They have the song here.
Oop,
oh, that's a lot of heroes.
Oh, got the sleep off right as he gets stunned. Here we go. You're not going to really set up. He's like, I'm out of here. Not going to happen.
That was not a value song.
Whew. This is anyone's game still. It's 11,000 net worth lead for complexity, but by all means.
And they lost that rack so early down bottom. They've done a great job of managing that lane, honestly. And that's even with a tier 2 still up in that lane for Optic. It's so hard to like keep that shoved out all the time, but that is the value of keeping the light. Not only can he be down there and doing that, but he can just recall people, shuffle his heroes around the map. He now brings Chessie over to find this DD, and now they could try and go get a kill here. Ooh, that flare won't spot them.
Death Prophet and Juggernaut, yeah, they're both level 23, so 25's near distance right here. I think more so for Death Prophet, especially. It grants haste on around like crazy. Hook shot. Oh, Zai's thinking about it. They want to jump this. One is here. There we go. It's going to be a jump on a Chessie, but he gets pushed away with the force down. And he still has that double damage we just mentioned. Omni Slash is also ready to go. He doesn't have the Vision Blade. And been right there on to 3-3, running away. No song for 40 more seconds. Gyrocopter sitting on top of left. Can throw himself with the heals. Exorcism, of course, is active, and now Gyrocopter's in trouble. Will be saved by the life drain a little bit with the Decrepify as well. They're turning on, and Clocker's trying to hero block on a move here. The Cog's coming up, but Gyrocopter is just going to prove to be too much damage. He's dead for 90 seconds. Buyback on a Clockwork. They're going to kill the Netherward off, though. And with 90 seconds, no buyback. Complexity may try to finish this game right here. In fact, oh, if they catch CCNC as well. They are. He does have the buyback, though, still.
All right, Z-Freak's actually unkillable at this point. The 40% magic resistance, the BKB. It's very nice to have up against the Pugna as well. Oh, and no, let's spin that up.
They're trying to finish the game right here, right now. Getting a minute. No buyback for Gyrocopter. Zai, he goes in. Blade Mill. The suck onto Chessie. Wow, Chessie explodes right there. He buys back, though, very quickly. CCNC, this would be a tieback. Nice 4 stats away, though. He'll be fine. Tier 4 tower still has a good chunk of life. As now Dragon Knight's being locked down. The snare into the hook shot. The Meteor Hammer comes out. Dragon Knight, though, he got recalled. No, never mind. He got stolen. Wait a second. Where the hell did he go? He dies, though.
Chessie.
Cusp. And he's going to die as well. No buyback. So complexity, they ended up getting stopped, actually.
Perhaps a little over anxious with the buyback instantly from Chessie. I think he just thought like, okay, I'm gonna buy back, like call me back in, but I think it was still in CD or something, and then They just got back a little bit too late, and by that point, Moo's dead. He's like in here by the fountain. D-Freak almost going down too. Huh, alright, we're back to Roche then. With the old refresher shard, with the wombo combo lineup of the Dire. Perhaps this big green lean machine of a refresher shard could be the thing that wins in the game.
I mean, both sides would love that refresher shard. A double exorcism sounds pretty nice. This is very key. Optic Gaming, if they manage to get this Roshan kill. DK's up for 20 seconds, so yeah, he would have to buy back. I think Optic Gaming has this.
Yeah. Don't think they can contest this one.
Well, that's going to be double sleep, as you mentioned.
I would say so. That would be my guess, at least. I feel like that's the most valuable one.
Who else do you give it? Disruptor, maybe, but...
Oh, actually, never mind. They have Podcat. They could give it the Gyro. It's super valuable because, yeah, he is the Satanic. He is double flat cannon, double BKB. That's going to end up being... That's, like, way more likely to be successful than double sleep.
Okay.
So that makes way more sense. As cool as the double sleep would be, I am in, but this one certainly makes the most likely victory.
9,000 lead for complexity, but Optic Gaming, they have the Aegis, they have the refresher shard, they have the cheese. Still can definitely go either way. You look at the buyback situation. DK, Poddle, and Disruptor, the only one currently with buyback on your timer.
CCNC's still so far away right now. I think they really want to commit too hard.
Plate mail. Armor coming up in this fight. Gyrocopter up here. Dragon Tail stun. On him. Lotus Orb. Now well picked up by 3-3.
Still backed up by the song. Still has Aegis.
Just kind of rinse and repeat. Clockwork, Kill Look Shot in. Dragonite. Grandpa Fine. Gonna be snowballed. Saved for now. Gyrocopter silenced up.
Limp is in.
Back. A lot of BKB's. Limp is going ham. He takes down the Gyro. So that's an Aegis use. And now Sai has to respect that. The play mill's up, but
Jesse's waiting on the sideline.
BKB. Where's Jesse?
He's waiting for that blink in. He finds Peter.
Yeah, he's going to Omni Slash actually. Bouncing around. Peter Pan. Damn, he gets back mid. Bounce right there. Not enough damage for the kill though. The Lion Train on top. Man, that's a possibility for him to get away right now. Gyrocopter though, he's going to end up down to the exorcism. He's different 90. He buys back. It did come back up. Moo in pursuit. Blinking one. Has a chance to catch. 3-3 still has a song, by the way. But yeah.
There are still creeps in the base, but yeah, they get the racks. They back out. Maybe just getting the buyback instantly to help clear top. Knows that they're probably going to get a counter push going anyway. Might as well just buy back now. And Chessie goes with the 600 health. With you know how farmed he is right now, I can definitely agree with that. I don't think he even wants to be an Omni Slash that long, honestly.
Yeah. Could be some nice damage, but it could also be, you know, kind of frustrating. You're bouncing off direction you don't want. 600 life. Quite a bit of life. Down now. Wow. Poddle has a sight.
Double damage!
He's the second most farmed person on his team. Typical Z-Freak game.
He gets the Illuminate damage heal, right? At 25.
Oh yeah, I would say almost certainly the heal.
That's coming up. I mean, he's close to 23.
I'll take that.
Very realistic at the way this game's going. Fives. Gyrocopter is one of the...
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, the old global cooldown or call down is just not that cool, sadly.
Yeah, this is game one of a best of 3.
Right, there's more of these, eh? Yeah, they're playing like this is the one match to send them to China.
Make them agree on going so good now. Yeah, I'm glad that we definitely have much more series than we expected it going into this.
Feels like the nerves seem to have settled down. I felt like the first like 25 minutes of this game was real clowny. Like there was just some odd stuff going on, some weird plays. People just weren't quite connecting on the spells. We didn't get our wombo combo at all from the Naga and everything, but all it took was everyone losing like 4 racks before they were ready to start playing some Dota.
Percent value, percent rocket flare damage.
A beautiful talent.
What does that mean?
Just another great example of how well explained the talents are for new players.
They did do a lot of quality of life change.
It's true.
I'll embed after. Spirit Vessel coming along for Tusk. Now, wrong that. I don't care like who you're going up against on it. You can get it.
Yeah. It sucks getting it this late because it can be hard to rack up a bunch of kills, but as long as you can just get one charge and get it on Pycat, that's what really matters. Stop that Satanic from going to work.
Yeah, I was caught up with Coddle almost being, but look at Tusk, man. He's 30% XP gain though. Nice shark cooldown sounds pretty nice. 3. Sleep. Does Darryl still have a refresher? No, he did.
No, he did use it.
Ease or anything.
And look at these lanes right now for Coldo. Everything pushed in.
Illusion. That's an illusion. All right. Limp jumps in. Got that haste now with the talent. Just running at them with the BKB and the extras. Siphoning everyone he can. Zai. Blade mills up. He has to walk away slowly. There's a sleep. Catches a couple. Z-Freak sitting at a distance.
Oh, look how spread they are. There's no good combo for Peter.
Where is it? It's like, where do we go? There's a static storm. He hits a couple, but he got the outside. No. Peter Pan Am goes down to the damage. He fights back immediately. Hookshot whiffs. Goes between the uprights and the wickets right there. Chessie. Blade Fury spin on top of the melee rack. Wants to take it out. Wants to get these mega creeps right now. The start of the clock. He charges in. 3-3. They're sitting on top of Limp. Limp throws himself in the air once again. Though the exorcism still didn't work. That's going to go right back into the healing him up. So no more exorcism damage, but he's staying alive for the time being. The meteor hammer right on top of both him and Z-Freak. They did lose Chessie, by the way. He's dead for 2 minutes. Dragonite
Kyle's on the racks.
Here, the Millers finally goes down by Kyle. Taking it out will spawn the mega creeps. And yes, he goes down shortly after. It's just buyback to Laura here. As Coddle now is also going to get picked off over here. Limp, he too is going to fall most likely. The silence comes up. He's running away barely from 3-3. He actually gets the blink off. And next, though. And we'll finish the job. So they get mega creeps. They do have buybacks on everyone. As Juggernaut just uses his as well. So complexity, they can now try to play a patient game and let the creeps do their work.
Yeah, he just ticked into that buyback too, because when he first died, it wasn't there. I'm pretty sure.
No, you're right. I remember seeing it. He did not have it.
Yeah, it would have just been the timer, I'm guessing. So, I guess that's why he didn't care. Whew. All right. Great work.
All in here?
Yeah. Well, no, they don't, because they can't wait for the rapier. So that's an option. They can just like farm up into that and try and play it more patient. But you certainly want to force a buyback from the DP and the Dragonite.
Go. Buyback on Death Prophet at least. 3 more seconds. That exorcism, we mentioned the haste that she gets.
Yeah, that is something.
DK, yeah. Zips around.
Oh, they're going in for a YOLO song.
They want to finish. They want to win right here. Here we go. The meteor hammer is this is the Coddle on top. Coddle, as well as the Juggernaut. Juggernaut's about to go in. Remember this movie? Tag back on him in the back lane. Gyrocopter, BKB pop, sitting toe to toe with the Dragonite. Chessie is spinning away, just trying to play the game of survival. They're going so deep, almost to the fountain, but complexity retreating, and it's
the plan has failed.
Running them down. He is running them down. Plan has failed indeed. The Omni Slash once again cuts down Peter Pan and Pycat. He's juking and jiving. The Crypturn connects. The Ghosts are chasing. Limp is in pursuit. The auto attack connects, and down goes Gyrocopter. No buyback on him. Chessie gets the kill on 3-3. Zai, he's dying to mega creeps up here, trying to save the Ancient, but complexity, they're going to go and finish the game right here, right now, and I believe they're going to do it.
54 minutes. I can't believe complexity won this game after trading the bottom barracks for a Roche at like 20 minutes. Very impressive. That was a hell of a call. And just the power of Keeper of the Light. Great work from the whole team of moving everyone around. Keep that bottom lane shoved out.